Jai Sai Ram. Sri Sai Satcharitra, Chapter 23, Part 1. Yoga and Onion. Shama cured of snake bite. Cholera ordinance broken. Ordeal of Guru Bhakti. Preliminary. Really, this Jiva, human soul, transcends the three qualities, that is Sattva, Raja and Tamas. But being deluded by Maya, he forgets his nature, which is existence, knowledge and bliss, Satchitanand, and thinks that he is the doer and enjoyer, and thus entangles himself in endless miseries and does not know the way of deliverance. The only way of deliverance is loving devotion towards the Guru's feet. The great player of or actor Lord Sai has delighted his bhaktas and transformed them into himself. That is his nature. We regard Sai Baba as an incarnation of God for reasons already stated. But he always said that he was an obedient servant of God. Though an incarnation, he showed the people the way how to behave satisfactorily and carry out the duties of their respective stations, that is Varnas, in this life. He never emulated others in any way, nor asked others to have something done for him. For him, who saw the Lord in all movable and immovable things of this world, humility was the most proper thing. None he disregarded or disrespected, for he saw Narayan, that is Lord, in all being. He never said, I am God, but that he was a humble servant, and he always remembered him and always uttered Allah Malik. God is the sole proprietor or the owner. We do not know the various kinds of saints, how they behave, what they do and eat, etc. We only know that by God's grace that they manifest themselves in this world to liberate the ignorant and bound souls. If there be any store of merit on our account, we get a desire in listening to the stories and leelas of the saints, otherwise not. Let us now turn to the main stories of this chapter, Yoga and Onion. Once it so happened that a sadhak of yoga came to Shirdi with Nana Sahib Chandorkar. He had studied all the works on yoga, including Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, but had no practical experience. He could not concentrate his mind or attain samadhi even for a short time. He thought that if Sai Baba be pleased with him, he will show him the way to attain samadhi for a long time. With this object in view, he came to Shirdi, and when he went to the masjid, he saw Sai Baba eating bread with onion. On seeing this, a thought arose in his mind, how can this man eating stale bread with raw onion solve my difficulties and help me? Sai Baba read his mind and said to Nana Sahib, Oh Nana, he who has got the power to digest onion should eat it, and none else. Hearing this remark, the yogi was wonderstruck, and then he fell at Baba's feet with complete surrender. With pure and open mind, he asked his difficulties and got their solution from Baba. Thus, being satisfied and happy, he left Shirdi and with Baba's Udi and blessings. Shama cured of snake bite. Before Hemaband begins the story, he says about the Jiva that it can be very well compared with the parrot, and that they both are bound, and the one in the body, the other in a cage. Both think that their present bound state is good for them. It's only when a helper, that is Guru, comes and by God's grace opens their eyes and liberates them from their bondages, that their eyes are opened to a greater and larger life, compared to which their former limited life is nothing. In the last chapter, it was shown how Baba anticipated the calamity that was to befall on Mr. Mirkar and rescued him from it. Now let the readers hear a story grander than that. Once, Shama was bitten by a poisonous snake. His little finger of the hand was stung, and the poison began to spread into the body. The pain was also severe, and Shama thought that he would pass off soon. His friends wanted to take him to the god Vitoba, where such cases were often sent, but Shama ran to the masjid, to his Viroba. When Baba saw him, he began to scold and abuse. He got enraged and said, Oh Vilebadurya, do not climb up. Beware if you do so. And then roared, Go, get away, come down. Seeing Baba thus red with wrath, Shama was greatly puzzled and disappointed. He thought that the masjid was his home, and Sai Baba his sole refugee. But if he was driven away like this, where he could go? Jai Sai Ram.